I wonder if people struggle with my name as much as I struggle with other people's. Like, Faouzia. I wonder if they're like, Sam? Although a lot of people call me Scott, which I don't help because I don't correct them. I just go, uh-huh. Doesn't matter. Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sam Scott-Thorne and I am a vocal coach based in Glasgow. Now if you'd like to meet and explore your voice a little more, you can find me on sstvocals.com. You can also find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook and Patreon, and I'll put the handles down below and over there, over there, over there, over there. Just thought I'd go with weird notes that didn't fit, and then see if I could hold them. I don't know how I did. So if you'd like to consider becoming a patron, you have access to things like early release of reactions. You can become a reaction, you can fast track them. There's special rules on my Discord. There's also educational patron only exclusive videos. So consider becoming a patron and help shape my channel. We're gonna listen to someone new today. I get very excited about listening to people that I've not heard before. Now this one has been suggested a fair few times. Her name is Faouzia, I think that's how you say her name. And we are gonna go and find a live recording. So I found Tears of Gold, which I believe is her song. I see little adverts for her in my Instagram quite a lot. They sponsor posts from her. So it's almost like the world is going, do it, do it, do it. It's time. So we're just gonna do it. Already I'm hearing that it's real vocal proficiency. Now she's using her velum to maximum effect here. That it's quite low for me. That sound that she's making, that's from having her velum come down and meet her tongue. It's like an NG sound, but she's turned it onto an M. So so you hear that real closed off sound, and that's because nothing is getting into the oral cavity. Everything is coming through her nasal passages. If I was to pinch her nose, which I'm sure she wouldn't appreciate because she's on stage, the sound would cut out because it's only got one direction to go. But what she did to make a total distinction, she went ooh. So she actually lifted her velum so that it came away from her tongue and went through her oral cavity. So the sounds are coming from two completely different places, and that's what gives it that real kind of magic quality. It kind of sounds like two completely different sounds, and it's because it's coming from two completely different places.
Mama always told me that I was too naive, gave away my trust for pennies. I said don't you worry, didn't think that I'd be broken down and crying. Help me, red check, heart in debt. All you do is come around, just came here to collect. Red check, heart in debt. Don't you know that I cried tears of gold for you? I sit here blind for you, collect my pennies and my dimes. That's why you love it when I cry.
Oh, her voice is amazing. Why have I not heard her before now? Jesus. So let's start with the verse. The verse was very kind of deep, low larynx, rich tones coming out. I wouldn't say that it's like super, super low larynx stuff because you're still getting a bit of that character that you would get from your mid-place larynx, which is essentially how you speak, where your larynx is at rest. So you're getting that kind of, it's almost like she's having a conversation with you, and then she'll dip into certain notes with a lower kind of sound, and it just makes everything sound a lot deeper and richer and more resonant. It's lovely. That pop up into her higher range was just amazing. really, really bright and clean. There's a lot more twang on it, so you're getting more harmonics at the top. And it just really pierces, really nice. I also love that kind of really staggered vibrato. It sounds very, very jolty. Love it. Very, very good. Also loving the use of loads of scoops. She scoops on a lot of her phrases, and also little cries here and there as well. So she's letting that passaggio kind of break with a little cry. Lovely.
Platinum love for you, I'd give no lies for you. Generosity's my enemy, so I'm broken in your heart's reach because of me.
So did you hear the difference there with that low larynx sound versus that higher larynx sound? It's a completely different animal. Really, really nice. And when you place them so close to one another in the phrasing, you get a real drop. It sounds like her voice drops through the floor. It's crazy. She's actually started now adding in little pops of falsetto, which is a different configuration of your vocal folds. Lots more air gets through. It's not as pronounced. It's very floaty and airy, and it just gives that lovely little lift to certain parts of the song. Really nice.
I know that this is my fault, gave a little too much, knew that this was gonna happen, but I'm not gonna lie, you can make me cry 1,000 times, I'll come running back like, what is going on with my head? Wrecked, check, hard, in debt, all you do is come around, came here to collect.
Listen to this, that's crazy. As I was saying before the skips, it's quite prominent in this song. I don't know, I've not heard any of her other stuff, but she's really fond of doing that lift, and it just gives it a proper sweep to the sound. You kind of feel like you're on like a roller coaster or something, like a waltzer. It's that real spinny kind of movement to her voice. There's also little bits here that sound a little bit almost like a yodel, where she's going from her chest to her head voice super, super quick. Really good. I really like this girl.
Wrecked, check, hard, in debt. Don't you know that I cried tears of gold for you? I sit here blind for you. Collect my pennies and my dimes. That's why you love it when I cry. Platinum love for you. I'd give no less for you. Generosity's my enemy, so I'm broken in your heart's rich because of me. And those parties I do it all over again. And those parties I know it's never gonna end. I keep coming right back like a maniac. I keep coming right back like whoa.
So here, she is, I feel like she's really fond of doing really jumpy things with her voice, so they move into really different places very quickly to give you that whoa, like what's going on kind of feeling, because I'm getting that a lot. So, she's like weighing her voice down and then lightening it up and using loads of glottal stops. So glottal is abrupt sounds. Ka, da, ma, ah. There's a real stop start to it, and when you stop start on one tone and then start and go into another one and then another one and then another one, you're almost like whoa, like it's a really cool sound. It sounds almost like a kind of an auto-tuney type thing, because they're just so distinct. It sounds like they've been shunted into place rather than it being like a glide. If she was to take that glottal stop off and had to do that all smooth, then you'd hear some real clunking going on. But because she's done that really intelligent decision to separate them into tiny sections, it sounds really, really cool.
And those parties I do it all over again. And those parties I know it's never gonna end. I keep coming right back like a maniac. I cried tears of gold. Collect my and my dimes, laughing when I cry. Love for you, I'd give no lies for you. Generosity's my enemy, so I'm broke. I'm broke. Check, hard and dead. All you do is come around, just came here to collect. Wrecked, check, hard and dead. Don't you know that I cried?
Wow, oh, and it just ends really abruptly. That's cool too. Wow, that was really good. The agility that she has in her voice, regardless of that really quick vibrato and the little runs, but just like actually changing up her recipe so fast into tiny little segments is just mind-blowing. Very, very good. And this has nothing to do with vocals, but I think she looks a bit like Doja Cat. I think her and Doja Cat, if they did a video together, I would get them mixed up. It's very similar faces. I don't know. Do with that information what you will. Probably throw it in the bin. As she got into her much more intense places, she was anchoring, full body support from muscle grips in her back and her pecs. It just allows you to make that sound and to not have to put so much pressure on your larynx to try and force that sound through. It's a very stabilized technique, anchoring, to make that sound carry. And it looks kind of effortless because you are putting in less effort than if you hadn't gotten your body ready to make that sound. So I hope you liked that reaction. If you did, please give it a like and a thumbs up down below. And if you want to see more from me, then hit subscribe, ring the bell, and anytime I have new content, you will be the first to know. So I guess all that's left for me to say is thank you so much for joining me, and how are we gonna buy this one? Thank you for the like, I hope that you subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one. That was so bad. I really need to prepare for these things, don't I? But how can you when you don't know what's coming up? So, double-edged sword. Bye!